Hello, folks. How's everybody? This is Old Truth Speaker, 1960 coming at you. I hope everybody had a pleasant resurrection weekend. Excuse me. And this is about more political buffoonery that's happening in both parties. It's going to be a little short one. And the name of this is Heroic Uncle Tom, the real voter, versus House Negro Sambo Democratic vote. And the reason I give it this title is because that, just like someone said, noted this weekend in that why African Americans voted 85% for Hillary Clinton, considering all the damages. We've been over this several times, and so have numerous of other people. Why do black people, African Americans, vote for the Clintons? A, a Goldwater supporter, that's who she worked for and supported. She stood in 100% agreement with her husband when he signed into law the three strike bill, which at the end of his presidency, double the amount of African Americans were locked up at the end of his presidency in the second term than in the first term. Welfare reform, which affected largely women of color, especially African Americans. The men weren't there, they were locked up. Not only that, check the stats of what he said and done in Harlem and the gentrification. I'll put it this way, he didn't single-handedly cause that, but he certainly didn't help. So it's been asked numerous times, why do African Americans vote for these people? Why? Why would they vote for somebody who has almost destroyed African American culture? Hillary Clinton stood in 100% agreement with her husband. Why do these clowns, these so-called self-reported civil rights leaders, black civil rights leaders, and the Black Caucus and some of these so-called black preachers get up there and endorse this woman? Why? And I've heard quite a few of them say, well, Bernie Sanders doesn't, he won't stand for black reparations. And neither does Hillary Clinton. Our problem is we will not read. We're not making logical decisions. And it's quite embarrassing. Now you take Black Lives Matter. I'm going to say this once. You have about as much right as protesting as at a Donald Trump's convention as you do trying to tell a Eskimo how to build an igloo. What the hell for? You're not Republican. No, I just had to get that idiotic buffoonery. We have to stop this imbecilic behavior. We out there marching. You've been marching for 50 years and you don't have a doggone thing. Come on now. One of the most notorious gangs, this one that basically started this, the Bloods and the Crips in California, one of their ex-members, there was a few of them on Steve Harvey's show. And they both said, we wish Black Lives Matter, Black Lives would matter to Black Lives Matter. Instead of you wasting time at a Donald Trump convention. Hell, you have a better chance with Trump than you do with Hillary. She's not going to do anything for you. She supported Barry Goldwater. She worked for the man. She supported him. She stood in 100% agreement with her husband. Don't you understand that? One of the main reasons why blacks are incarcerated at such large numbers now is because of the bill her husband signed. And I'm not a Democrat or Republican. This is just not logical thinking. It does not require critical or abstract thinking, just plain old logical thinking. Why would I vote for somebody who has destroyed my people? Almost, I'll say. 73% of all children are born, black children are born in a single parent household. This is a result of democratic policies. What do you think welfare was when it started? The man had to be out the house. Look at Chicago. Just weekend alone. We should be out there marching. Don't you think when you roll it around a little bit, doesn't this sound a little ridiculous? Come on now, let's use our head. Time is winding up. The man you put it, well, no, you didn't put Obama in office. But 95% or 97% of you vote for Barack Obama the second time when he didn't do anything for you the first time. No, I'm sorry, he stood up for everybody but you. I mean, it's quite obvious what he thinks. We're voting and standing up for people, that's destroying them. Come on now, Hillary Clinton, I'll put it to you this way. Rashard Robertson, head of the executive director of Color of Change, was on TV1 speaking with Roland Martin. And he was very upset. He was wondering why the entire black caucus went right there and endorsed Hillary Clinton right in the wide open. And it didn't take them long. Everybody, how could this happen? They're standing up for the black people. Hell no, they wasn't. And then Congresswoman Donna Edwards, who stood against certain groups, trying to do a little something for her fellow African Americans. They were in the back room, they just bypassed her and made their deal. And come to find out, what did the report say? Look it up, Google it. Try to deconstruct what I'm saying. Try to prove me a lie. Look it up for yourself. They were trying to petition to dismiss almost the entire black caucus. Come to find out, they're getting paid by the big tobacco and of all things private prison. The Sambo voter. The Uncle Tom was a brave man. Sambo killed him. Uncle Tom was a hero. That was changed by Hollywood in the 1940s. Uncle Tom was a hero. He was a man. He wasn't no slew-footed, jack-leg. I started to say the wrong thing. Uncle Tom was a real man. Sambo wasn't worth a dime. Sambo wasn't worth a ball of crap. He was a house Negro. A filth, a stench, a liar. Yes, sir, boss. I'm going to hunt. I'll kill that Negro. Yep, they vote for the wrong people. We have not moved in 150 years. And matter of fact, white people aren't even basically in control of the economy in your neighborhood. That's run by Asians. And they're fighting the wrong fight, voting for the wrong people. Another thing we black people suffer from is crab in the barrel syndrome. As soon as one try to make his way over the top, everyone will snatch him right on back down. Not all, but just a few make it bad for the rest. The bad make it hard for the good. Look at them. Look what these clowns did up there in Washington. Look. Well, we're more educated than the rest. Yeah. If I can get paid off like you by big companies, I guess so. You've been thrown under the bus. Again. At least Bernie Sanders was listening to you. He would have made it. You could tell the passion in this man's eye. Hell, even Donald Trump said, what do you do for you? Why would any Republican say they're going to do anything for you? You're not standing up for them. You go over there following the media and jump over there, the liberal media, jump over there and protest at a Donald Trump meeting? Really? He told you outright, Obama didn't do anything, do anything for African Americans? So when you call the black leaders, these self-reported black leaders said that they have the first black president. He sure was. So that they tried to impeach him and they couldn't get enough votes, they lamed up to me and threw him right under threw black people right under the bus. He didn't throw me under. We have to stop listening to these clowns, these self-appointed, self-righteous buffoons, race-baiting jackasses. It's a facade. It's a fake. They're, they're being paid by the same people who paid Hillary Clinton. Wall Street. Why you think they're there? Farrakhan, when it comes to Farrakhan didn't lie. Bernie Sanders didn't lie to you. Hell, even Donald Trump didn't lie to you when it comes to that. He didn't lie to you. All those people are owned by Wall Street. It's all in the report. We need help. We need God now. Nothing else going to do. I guess the people that came over those slave ships, if they could, they said, look at these black people, look at our people. Not all now. I'm talking about these few that have misled an entire, almost a large segment of black Americans. These are our enemies. How we gonna clean the outside of the house and the inside stink? God help us. We need help bad, man. We have to improve on our thinking. We have to improve on our resources. And these people who are called themselves, I'm not talking about all African Americans, because a lot of African Americans just wasn't putting up with that. You see how they ran them out of Chicago? Then all those people dying, and I'm not even gonna call their name. Then they go ask for a collection. You live in a mansion. You black, you was a civil rights march at one time with Dr. King. Then you go come down there, make a big stink, and then put your hand out, and you live in a mansion, and everybody else have to duck in behind cars to keep from getting shot on their way to their apartment. Really? God help us. Lord help us. Open up our eyes. I love all our people. I just don't want to see. I agree with Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump on this. I just don't want to go see. I don't want to see black, white, or anybody over there dying for something for trillionaires and billionaires to strip somebody else's land of their natural resources, oil namely, especially when it comes to the Middle East, and claim that it's something else. Protect Americans. And our friends, we have to protect each other. We have to be careful of who we're voting for. We can't vote for people just on the color of their skin or the language they speak. I don't care what color we are. Come on, man, we can do it. There's a God up above watching. He who keeps Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. Look at all those wounded soldiers. You have over 800,000 soldiers that came back wounded that can't even go to the doctor. They have to wait because there's no money. America's over $19 trillion in debt. You'd be surprised. Do you know who owns Firestone? A lot of those big companies are owned, and Rockefeller said, you know who owns these places? God bless, folks. Let's pray. We can do it. God bless.